After a day of turmoil, all of you take a good long night to rest, and shortly in the morning hours, all of you gather up in one of the common rooms, waiting for the principal to arrive. So, do you guys think we're gonna get, yelled at or something?
I don't know.
That would only happen if runecarver was there.
She's quite standoffish, but she's never been one to yell or been openly aggressive around me.
She's been a real meanie to Home Run, though.
Yeah, some part of me can actually see it.
It's natural to turn a blind eye when it's others around you getting harassed.
He gets a deep look before answering. Yeah, you're right. It is. Suddenly, he hears someone approaching towards the doors. They open slowly as the principal arrives. He closes them quietly behind him and makes his way towards all of you. Morning, everyone. I hope you had a good night's sleep.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
Morning, I guess.
Morning. First of all, I think you all need to know. I'm not here to berate you or yell or anything along those lines. This is not a disciplinary meeting. On the contrary, this is quite the opposite. I'm here to congratulate you, and what you did here is not only exactly the thing you're training to do, but also quite impressive regarding your diminutive age and experience. I would say I'm cross that you didn't come to us regarding the problem first, but as I've been informed of the situation, it seems like you actually did and got a very negative response.
Yep.
Yeah. I just first want to say I'm sorry for what happened regarding runecarver. I'm going to have a closer eye upon her and her behavior towards the students from this point on, ensuring that she do not act in such an unsavory way again and dismisses students' worries like that. However, I do believe if you do have any problems of a similar nature as today, you should come to me instead of her.
Sir,
Yes, Maximilian.
is this level of pettiness normal for you? I mean the collective you?
Most of the time, no. But I would be lying if I didn't say that. It doesn't happen. Most of the teachers here are not teachers by profession and not really educators in the real sense of the word. No real education inside it. And we're still human. So it is not unheard of that this pettiness might appear.
So how are we then supposed to be better? Be saviors and role models if our role models act like this?
The principal's face turns more stoic. Maximilian, you have a point to make. I hear. Why don't you say it in clear language?
I'm wondering if this is what we're supposed to strive towards. Learn from the older generation and pick up their way of doing things.
When you see those ways as flawed.
Yes.
It's a good point, Mac. I am the first to say that many of the heroes that exist around the world are indeed not as great as the persona they present themselves as. However, I would say that you can take the opportunity and work as the intelligent young people that you are. See the faults in their actions and take education from those as well. The best teachers are often the bad situation and bad people you can compare the bad results with.
Fine, sir. I just want to ask you one thing then.
I'm all ears, Maximilian.
If this behavior makes not only Home Run, but any other fellow students in the hero course turn away, I think that will be the last day I will be in this school.
The principal looks at you. His face has hardened into a emotionless state. But Home Run, you do see faint glimpses of a serious worriedness of some kind. Maximilian, I would say that that situation is not something we strive towards. But the hero life is hard, and I can't promise that the hero student won't drop off, but that would be because they find the life too difficult. If it is because the actions of fellow teachers and the like forcing them out, then I will directly intervene. Your future as a hero is too valuable for you to jump off the program for such a reason. I do understand the sentiment, and I do understand the frustration you're feeling, and I will do what I can to ensure that that situation does not happen. But I would still advise you not to follow through on that statement.
Would you go as far to have Home Run stay in this course?
Yes, I would, without a doubt.
Okay.
Now, I have matters to attend to, so I would just reiterate. What you did was a favor to both the school and every single one of your students, and both me and the teachers are very impressed with your actions so far. You can expect this to go upon your record as a shining example of your great potential. May,
Yes, sir?
I just wanted to know, when Callum heard about this, he said he was very proud to be your teacher, that he sees great things for you in the future, and that you should not dally and bring your own water when you have training with him and Phoenix. It takes too much time off the training schedule for you to go and drink by one of the water fountains every single time you need something inside you.
Okay. Thanks.
Now, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Each and every single one of you are free to do as you wish for the rest of the day. You have a free day off to rest and relax, recuperate, and I think you deserve some time off for what you did. If you have any questions, just come to me in my office. And the principal starts making his way out.
Hey, Mac? Were you, serious about quitting school?
Yeah, was that a real,
I mean, if these are the sort of heroes they expect us to be, then I believe all of our time is wasted here then. And then it's better to do what I did before coming to this school, having on-field experience, and maybe create my own version of what a hero is.
I mean, yeah, sure, but you make the hero course better. I like having you here, but I guess if you have to go, then you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, and I agree. It wouldn't be the same if you weren't here.
I know we haven't spent much time, but Mac, you make a very fair point. If you leave, I will leave as well.
Wiz?
No, he's entirely correct, and I don't know how much they would respond to just one hero student leaving for a situation, but if more than one is willing to leave, then they might take it more seriously. And I believe wholeheartedly what you're saying, Mac. No student should be treated that way. If push comes to shove, I'll be leaving with you.
I mean, how can you guys be so full of yourselves and still think that you are making the right decision?
Alessandro looks at you in shock. He really didn't expect you to say that. What?
I mean, come on, guys. We are at a school where the principal literally just said that the teachers are people without actual experience teaching, which is understandable because they're heroes. They're trying to learn what it means to be a teacher. They're not good at it yet, and we have pointed that out. But I mean, yeah, sure. If you guys really think that you can learn a lot more out on the streets, then go ahead. Go out there. See how long you last. I mean, if everyone leaves the school, then we will all of a sudden have 100 different ways of being a superhero. And that will be really easy to regulate to have a peaceful world, right?
Alessandro looks down into the ground, kind of ashamed.
Sure, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going around, and I just, so they can't handle this, in a good way, right? Isn't it up to us to show that there's a good way to do this, and that we can be better in some way?
There might be, but then that won't happen if we give up on them.
You say that they are not giving up on us even if we are not what they wish us to be yet, and we shouldn't give up on them for the same reasons, or we will be hypocrites. and be the very thing we are trying to stop from happening.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention at class, but it's one of the first things we learned when we were studying the history of heroic deeds, that it is those who have not been caught by the system of, good mentorship, who has the potential to do good with great powers, fall into holes that are hard to climb out of, They become like vigilantes and stuff.
Exactly what happened 20 years ago. The entire hero community turned into a civil war with villains. One of the most bloodiest times in superhero history. No regulation, anyone just trying to be a vigilante, not caring for any kind of ethics or nothing, just stopping the villains at any cost.
Precisely. So maybe we shouldn't perpetuate that.
I think you two are the ones being now not full of yourself, but full of this school. People have, as you said that, but that is from people who were unguided completely. We can still find other heroes that live up to the ideals we strive towards, and those heroes can teach us.
Is there a single hero that is so flawless? Aren't they all human like us? And isn't it, one of those philosopher things they say that to be flawed is to be human?
I mean, Life Warden is pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, he seems to be one of those I can't really picture having great flaws or anything. He seems, but still.
Exactly. Like, it's just kind of perfect, right?
But as I said, I didn't say I was going to leave. I only made obvious to him that the trust that we put upon the school is not unconditional.
Never threaten what you're not ready to go through with.
Exactly.
I mean, you do have a point.
Well, in worst case, you made the possibility of you leaving the school a actual scenario inside the mind of our principal. So he might have to account for that from this point on, making bigger strives to ensure that you don't.
Yeah, it seemed like he was very eager to keep you here. He was collapsing on the inside when you started threatening him.
Maybe he's one of those great people that really care about everyone in the school.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far, dude. But he at least cares about, what it would seem like the Maximilian legacy.
I think he likes you.
I mean, he did say that he were willing to go the same length to everyone else.
I mean, he said that.
Yeah, but he didn't really mean it.
But then again, everyone likes Mac.
Yeah, but that's also because Mac's name stands behind something that everyone likes. So, it's kind of by proxy.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Star.
But, speaking as someone who doesn't really know of his family, I kind of just like Mac because he's a really swell guy.
Yeah, I must agree with Melora. I don't really know what this star thing is, and I think...
You don't know the Star Brothers?
No, not really.
But you live in, the human world.
Yeah. Okay. May, do you know what kind of plants you need to use to make a remedy for curses regarding to toenails?
Toenails?
Yes.
Wow, I feel like maybe my mom skipped this on potion making class.
Everyone's situation is different. Everyone has different background experience, even if you live in this world.
But it's the Star Brothers!
May, I would prefer if you don't make too big of a deal of it, okay?
Okay, sorry.
Thanks. Well, we all have a lot to think about, and I think it's better if we go and do something than just sit around and internalize our thoughts.
I think it's clear what we need to do.
What?
We have to prank Runecarver.
So who's getting the bacon?
I mean, Anna's here would be happy to help.
Stars and stones, I almost forgot about the bacon idea.
Right?
I can call Nasir. I have his number.
Yes, do it!
I'm going to take a leave and pretend I didn't hear anything for the rest of my days. I'm not a good pranker, but I won't stop you. I wasn't here after the principal left. And Alessandro stands up by the couch getting ready to leave.
Or was he ever here at all? I'm sure Yanasir has a bacon guy.
Oh, definitely. He knows a lot of people.
Homerun, I completely understand if you want to sit this one out.
Well, I can't let you guys just get all the fun, you know, being torn up in a fiery vortex of a black hole while your souls get torn into the universe. Or whatever it was she was going to do when she gets mad.
Sounds fair.
And we will do it together. Okay, coast seems clear. Thank you, everyone, for gathering on such short notice for Operation Revengeance.
I'm just happy to be included.
Of course. I'm sure I was sure we needed your expertise on these matters.
Yes, well, I cannot promise that she will completely be fooled by me going inside and pretending I have problems controlling my powers, given that, if I may brag, I am one of the most adept ice mages in existence, and such a trivial matter wouldn't be any problem. But her nose is so high up in the air that she might have not be able to see that for herself yet.
I mean, yeah, but she also has a soft spot for magic. I mean, if I just snuck in there, she would notice it immediately. She seems to have a very keen eye on the real world.
I wouldn't sell you so short. She would probably not be able to perceive the real world as much as the magical, because she only believes truly in the power of magic, thus neglecting non-magical forms of infiltration. But no matter, we have a plan in action. Melora, are you ready with the box?
I am ready.
Are you sure you feel okay about doing this?
I mean, I can always try.
Great. Everyone in position.
Dodger.
Okay, I will be going in, and you will hear when it's time. And Einasir starts making his way towards the door.
Melora follows quickly after.
May kind of sticks her head out to peek at what's going on.
Einasir stands before the door, and you see small shards of ice start protruding from his skin, covering him, turning him halfway into some kind of chaotic icicle. And he takes a few breaths. Okay, let's see. Okay. And with sudden swiftness, he starts banging upon the door. Runecarver, please, I need your help! Open up, please! And Runecarver's office appears into reality. And as soon as it does, Einasir, with his minuscule amount of strength, pushes the door open and starts flailing his arms in a rather convincing panic. Oh, Runecarver, please, I tried to make a new spell, something that would be able to turn me into ice just like Melora, but I made something wrong. It keeps growing upon me. Oh, please help me! And he flails his arm as he pushes several of the books and everything to the ground. Runecarver rises quickly.
Einasir, please calm yourself. It shouldn't be that much of a problem. Let me take a look.
And she moves forth, leaving quite a space open for Melora to infiltrate.
Melora quickly rushes inside, doing her best to not be seen, even though she technically still is in her mist form. She goes forth and hurries towards where Runecarver usually sits to find the perfect spot for the bacon.
Meanwhile, May gives a thumbs up to the guys behind her to signal that they made their way inside.
After placing the bacon in strategic positions, you turn around, give the sign towards Einasir before you disappear out from the door again. Einasir gives you a small nod, and the ice upon his body starts to fall off. Oh, I think it's letting up. Oh my god, I thought I made a curse upon myself, turning my beautiful form into that of a glorious ice statue!
Einasir, is this yet another one of your pranks?
Oh, Runecarver, how dare you accuse me of such? I am so offended.
Einasir, leave my office.
You don't need to tell me twice. You Vagabond! You harlot! And he makes his way outside, to the groan of Runecarver as she sits down upon the chair again, closing off the room.
Go, 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 go.
The squire has been dropped.
And you all run off into the corridor and towards the sunset.